It has been years now. I've given most of my passive income to this bandwagon of coke, and I don't see any changes for the better. I feel as if I've gotten worse than where I started. Maybe I should cool off with a nice walk outside. Wow, walking outside feels a lot better in just 5 minutes than the many years of exacerbating my insecurities with mentors that never really give any advice for me to help my own self. Maybe just going for a simple nature walk could bring better change in my life.
5 minutes later.
I can admit, I like a good trend here or there. And I said trend, not the ball shrinker 9000 juice. No, trends are good. They're good indications of updates that are implemented into and throughout society. Some catch on, some don't. It depends on your own preference, per se. But what I do not condole is jumping on a bandwagon. I think it's great if anyone supports anything they want to support within life, but I think it should just end right there, with supporting it. I don't think there should be some kind of a bandwagon to jump on. Becoming so astronomical, it has an effect on masses amounts of people. They just jump right on it. Because that bandwagon effect will eventually start to affect people who don't condole the support of certain stuff that has a bandwagon towards it. Or start to label certain individuals on specific subjects that they are not even affiliated with, that they don't even think or talk about. They're just known as one of those people that's just riding the of the bandwagon. I believe it is considered bad because you solely base your decisions on what everyone else is doing. You don't critically evaluate your merits of choice within your own life. And that's exactly what you witness when you see some rando jump on a bandwagon. He loses absolutely all of his merit. And having merit is simply possessing qualities or actions that are considered good. Having something that stems out of you of your own individual self that is considered valuable or worthy of praise within your own life. I'd say there are 3 good indications that you are jumping too much onto a bandwagon and experiencing a bandwagon effect, and completely draining yourself of your own merit. Engaging with stuff that can lead you down to poor decision making. It's fun to try new stuff. It's cool to take on different endeavors that go on that suddenly popped up in popularity, and you think you want to give it a try. But really evaluate sometimes with the depths of said activities are taking you within your own individual life. Are the decisions made from said activity bringing you to a more enjoyable part of it from the activity? Or is it kind of steering you in the wrong direction within your life? Like you're kind of like on the steep edge of stuff, bouncing around certain territories that you shouldn't be bouncing around in. Getting caught up in a bandwagon can also deplete one's own independent thoughts. Being completely steered in any which way direction by a thought that came up by you within your own thinking pattern. Basically told or convinced to immerse into something that steers your thinking towards it. Removing one's independence from actions deemed to be taking place within their lives because those said actions were taking place by not their own thoughts. Which in a lot of cases, if someone gets caught up so deeply within a bandwagon that they can't make their own individual thoughts towards a lot of aspects within their lives, that's just simply known as an NPC. You're not just a mindless bot being controlled throughout the waves of your life, through every single aspect of it. You're an independent man. You are your own independent self, which means you make your own critical decisions and independently think of and do what you need within your life. And the last thing to recognize, you believe that you are kind of seeped into a bandwagon effect, is if you're susceptible to certain trends that do not align with your actual interests and values. And I would say this is the majority of the good that is completely vanished within one's own merit. Because if you are not participating in stuff that is true interest of yours, that you see it having true value to you, there's no good to it at all. It honestly becomes bad or pointless within your life if you are not engaging in certain interests that is not valuing your life as a whole. This is what they call smoking mirrors. Believing something that is completely irrelevant, has nothing to do with you, has no effect with you, has no value to you. When I really started to dive deep into giving advice on personal development for men, it is quite obvious and apparent to see that it may seem like I am jumped on to some kind of a bandwagon. Because over the last couple of years since I've started, there has been some ginormous bullshit bandwagon going on. And I completely, sincerely have nothing to f***ing do with it. I'll keep saying it when it needs to be reminded. I've been through stuff within my life. Not as bad as many others, not as good as many others, but very similar to all. And there's a certain subject matter, personal development that has helped me. And that's all I will continue to promote. Because we all get away from ourselves sometimes. We all get away from the aspects of us being a man within our life. And some easy, simple, decent advice to remind you that you are the man of your own life. I'd say it's a great benefit to anyone who has the opportunity to listen to it, to engage with it, to live it. Why else do you think I do stupid memes within the beginning of my videos? Memes make things dead. Once a meme dies, that subject matter is dead on arrival completely, no matter what it is. That is the honest truth, and that is in fact the definition of a meme. And whether you think or not, I think they're pretty funny, honestly. I think I'm a pretty funny person. But I, for one, make sure that I show my merit all through my content, whatever I'm working on dealing with personal development as a whole. I try hard to make it apparent that my qualities and actions are seen as good and worthy of praise. So stop falling for these bad bandwagon effects within your life if you feel like you are going down that path. Get on that good kick of your own merit.